What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another top 10 video, and today we're covering my personal top 10 sneaker releases of the year so far. We're nearing that halfway point of the year and there's been a lot of strong releases. I haven't really talked to you guys about my favorite releases since I haven't been uploading as consistently as I would like to. And I gotta say, buying sneakers right now is just incredibly hard. Not only are like a lot of the releases online, but on top of that, in my province, you can't even buy sneakers because they're considered a non-essential item. So we can't go to the mall. We can't do the mall vlogs right now. So a lot of people have to turn to Facebook marketplaces and Facebook groups, Instagram pages, etc. to buy sneakers online. And that's where today's sponsor comes in handy. I want to give a huge thank you to CheckCheck App for sponsoring today's video. If you are a sneakerhead who buys sneakers on the aftermarket, like you probably do, or like I do, you know that the fakes out there, man, the fakes have gotten so scarily good. So if you guys don't know, CheckCheck App is an app that helps you legit check sneakers before you purchase them. I'm gonna show you guys right now how to actually use the app real quick. It's a super easy to use app on your phone. It installs in seconds. I have it on my iPhone, but I'm sure it's on Android as well. I'll leave links to it down below, and you can also get a free legit check, which I'll talk about in a moment. But here we are on the app on my phone, and as you guys can see, there's a couple other notable sneakerheads in the industry on this app as well. We got Harrison Neville, sneakerhead in the Bay, the homie Seth Fowler's on here too. So you guys know this is a legit app for legit checking. So as you can see, if you scroll down, you can see the recent checks. Now these are actual legit checks that have been sent into CheckCheck App, and I really like the fact that you can see other people's pictures that they've sent in, because it can also help educate yourself on ooh, could this fool you? Is it a real or fake kind of thing in your head? So let's quickly do a legit check on the app, and I actually did one earlier today with a pair of Carmine Sixes. As you can see, this is a pair I picked up at Foot Locker, and obviously it passed with no problem. So you basically send in a couple images of the pair and it's gonna give you a little template. So it's super easy, super quick. They actually have a really cool thing on their Instagram which shows you guys the most fake sneakers in the last 7 days. Now I actually remember a post from a couple of months ago, I believe, where the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zion, one of my favorite sneaker releases of last year, was one of the most fake sneakers, or most legit check sneakers, that got a lot of fakes. So I wanted to see if this is going to pass the legit check test. All you need to do is you have to go to the homepage right here, hit new check, then we're gonna go for the category, which is the Yeezy Boost 350 V2. So we're just gonna select the model, Boost 350. So it shows you some examples of what they need you to send in. So let's do that. We have a photo of the Yeezy 350 V2s. We're gonna throw it in to the app and bam. So that is one photo, and my thumb looks fabulous, might I add. And if you have the photos taken already, you can just slap it on like this with the photos in your albums and your photo album. So really quick process, camera, and boom. So there's 3 different turnaround times. You have 30 minutes, 4 hours, or 12 hours. And because I'm filming this video right now, I want to show you guys it in real time. Let's do the 30-minute option, which costs 3 credits, which is the amount of credits I have left on the account. So we'll do in 30 minutes, next, and should be an easy collab, just like that. We will be back in 30 minutes to show you guys the results of these Zions. The results are in from CheckCheck App. Let's see if the Yeezys are legit. And boom, yeah, they are. So they passed, and even has a referral number as well. So if you guys want to refer to that, maybe when you're selling the shoes or something like that, it is there. That was mad easy to do. And of course, you can always see the explore page to see what other sneakers are getting legit check. You can see some Travis Scott ones clearly not passing the legit check. Some sneakers that people get legit check, you can clearly tell they're fake, but there's some where I'm surprised, these mochas right here honestly look really good. That's why CheckCheck App is definitely, I think, an essential app to have on your phone if you are a sneakerhead. If you guys do want a free legit check, make sure you guys download the app and use the promo code SneakerTalk so you can get a free legit check on the house. CheckCheck App is also doing a giveaway for a pair of free Air Jordan 1s valued up to $1,000 plus free legit checks for a year. All you have to do is follow them on Instagram. It's CheckCheck App. Download the app itself. Sign up and register on the app using code SneakerTalk as the promo code. And let me know what sneakers you plan to get legit checked in the comment section down below. With that said, let's get to my top 10 sneakers of 2021 so far. So coming in at number 10 are the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Ash Pearl. Yes, I know a lot of the hype for the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 has certainly gone away over the last couple of years, with a lot of the resale prices pretty much sitting around close to retail or just slightly above the high retail price. But that is not to discredit a great shoe. The overall shoe is great, and this colorway that they put together is fire as well. I know it's kind of a meme of how they've put out like a billion different shades of like brown and gray, but this is a mixture of both of them together, and I think it looks really clean. Coming in at number 9 are the Air Jordan 5 Raging Bull, aka Toro Bravos, but most people call these the Raging Bulls. I know this might surprise you guys having it at number 9, considering it is such a popular Jordan 5, but the fact that the shade of like red that they use isn't as true as to what the recent release was of the particular shoe was kind of a turn off. This one's like extra saturated and really bright, but regardless, it's still a really awesome Air Jordan 5, probably one of my favorite ones that they ever released. And hopefully this is a teaser, you know, a little hint that they're gonna release the Air Jordan 4 Toros maybe later this year or next year. That's one of my favorite Jordans of all time. Number 8 are the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Neutral Gray. These sneakers just scream at me, wear me daily, beat me up, toss me around, and just put lots of creases and miles in me. It's such a beautiful sneaker, and I love the fact that Jordan Brand brought these in the 85 cut, which is more true to the OGs. It's slightly higher than the ones we've been seeing a lot recently. Hopefully they do these for more colorways that are even like non-OGs, because I'm a huge fan of this kind of silhouette. Unfortunately, the sneaker, like most Jordan 1s, was quite limited, so I wasn't able to get my hands on them, but if I do manage to get a pair, trust me, I will beat these to the ground. This is such a beautiful Air Jordan 1 High. Coming in at number 7 are the Nike SB Dunk Low X Supreme collaboration. This is not the first time, of course you guys probably know this, not the first time they've collaborated. They've done Nike SBs in the past with Supreme, but this time around they've released like 4 different colors all at once, so we're just gonna lump them all together. I want to say my favorite one would have to be the black and white pair, but regardless, all of them are really cool. I highly doubt that a lot of these are gonna get actually in the hands of skaters to wear them and thrash them and destroy them, but we all know when it comes to Nike and Supreme and a collection and releases like this, that they are going to be very collectible sneakers. These are sneakers that when they release, we expect that all the hype beasts and all the collectors who aren't going to wear them are going to be the ones who own them, because let's face it, the SB hype is at like an all-time high. I think it's starting to settle down a little bit now, but regardless, this is probably going to be the most hyped up Nike SB release of the year. Coming in at number 6 for my Toronto mans out there, it is actually, in fact, the Carmine Air Jordan 6. This sneaker is my absolute favorite Jordan 6 of all time, just under the white infrareds, and I love the fact that they brought these out this year with that beautiful Nike Air on the back. A lot of people were looking forward to the shoe, released around All-Star Weekend, which we know is going to be like a mass GR. A lot of these were produced, however, there were issues with the pink midsole a lot of people had, and I actually picked these up a couple weeks ago in Toronto because they were recalled and then they were eventually released again, with some of the pairs still having a pink midsole issue. So luckily the pairs I bought are pretty fine. Like, they don't seem like there's really any issue for the pink midsole on this particular pair. These are still sitting in Canada, or Toronto more specifically, like every single Nike store, a lot of Foot Lockers, like these are sitting everywhere. With that said, let's get to some honorable mentions. Now this list was really hard to make. There was quite a few collaborative sneakers that released this year, which I do want to just give some love because they didn't quite make the list, but I think they're worth mentioning. We got the Air Jordan 1 High Volt Gold. I actually reviewed these on the channel already. The Bapesta Skate Studs. They released these in 3 different colorways, and my favorite one would have to be the brown pair with the red kind of Bapesta star. I was gonna say Nike swoosh. They kind of give me like the Tom Sachs kind of vibe, which is really cool. The next honorable mention are the Undercover Nike Overbreaks. They released these in 2 different colorways, a like sail white one and a black one. Both really cool. I'm a big fan of Jun Takahashi. And our next honorable mention before we get back to the list are the Adidas ZX 10,000 Krusty Burger. Next up, let's get to our number 5 spot. Coming in at number 5 was one of the most limited sneakers of the year so far when it comes to Jordan releases. We have the Air Jordan 1 Low Chinese New Year. These use the Jordan 1 Bread Low as like its template, but there's a couple of really cool changes that they made to the sneaker, which give it its own identity, its own premium look, and really I think it does a solid job at being like a Chinese New Year kind of sneaker. It doesn't look too corny, but it also I think it just, I'm not even Chinese, but I think it does a solid job. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if you're Chinese, what you guys think about these particular Chinese New Year themed sneakers. The fact that they went for the bread low as the base of the sneaker already has it as a winning shoe in my mind, but the small details like all the amazing gold stitching, there's just so much cool things going on with the sneaker. The gold accents are really nice. The embroidery is beautiful. These also have a really cool box as well, which is pretty common for a lot of Chinese New Year themed sneakers. They always go for like premium boxes. Even Adidas does this as well. So the box, the presentation, everything looks great. It was a super limited release. Now, I actually asked you guys on Instagram for some of your input to make this list so I could figure out where you guys feel about certain sneakers. And the next one is a lot of people's sneakers of the year so far. It is the Air Jordan 1 High University Blue. These are also called the UNC 2021s, but we already had the UNC Jordan ones, so we're just gonna call these the University Blues. To me, this looks like an Air Jordan 1 Chicago had a baby blue brother, and this is what came out. And wait, that kind of makes no sense, because why would the genetics of it? Anyways, you guys know what I mean. It's like a blue version of the Chicago Jordan 1, because it has that black Nike swoosh. It has the black collar as well. This is a really clean and beautiful Jordan 1. If you don't like this sneaker and you're a Jordan 1 enthusiast, I gotta say something's probably wrong with you. I absolutely love these shoes. I'm not too big on blue sneakers, but for these ones in particular, Jordan Brand just nailed it. I can't wait to wear these and display them next to my Chicago ones. Coming in at number 3 is probably one of the, I want to say, most controversial sneakers of the year. It almost feels like it was released last year with how long it feels so far. But we're talking about the Trophy Room 1s. Now, these were one of the most controversial sneakers because of how many pairs apparently or technically or actually did get backdoored and into the hands of resellers and family and friends before the general public even saw a release for these. I feel like more than half the pairs were backdoored before these actually had their release date. That said, I don't want that to take away from the amazing shoe that it is. Although they were super hard and super limited to get, although the resale prices are crazy and unobtainable for most everyday sneakerheads, the fact that they went for the Chicago one as the base sneaker had really cool different changes to the shoe to really give it its own personality as well. The box, the blue laces, the storytelling on the shoe was phenomenal. Coming in at number 2 is the sneaker a lot of you guys put as also one of your favorite sneakers of the year so far. It's a shoe that just released like last week, and we're talking about, again, another Air Jordan 1 High, the Hyper Royal. These ones have more of a gray, light blue kind of mixture compared to the University Blues, which has like really bold, saturated, standout blue. These right here are a little more wearable for like daily use, I want to say, and for that, it also gets bonus points. This is such a beautiful Jordan 1 High. It's definitely a sneaker I see a lot of people are going to wear during the summer months, and it's just such a wearable sneaker as well. It's a bit more wearable than the University Blues, which is probably why I like it a bit more, but it also has its own kind of its own soul, you know. It feels like it's more of an original kind of colorway, not necessarily like a Chicago that turned blue. The design that the blue is on the sneaker kind of reminds me of, like, you guys know, like when the sunlight hits outdoor or indoor pool and it like glimmers, it kind of reminds me of that. Now, before we get to our number 1 sneaker of the year so far, I do want to give a couple quick honorable mentions to some other sneakers that were also fire as well. And you probably were wondering, hey, why weren't these on the list? Well, I like them a lot. They just didn't make my personal list. So let's get to those. Stussy and Nike Huarache collaboration, the Yeezy Boost 700 V2 Cream, the Air Jordan 4 Top Haze, you guys know the brown ones, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, and the Clot Air Max 1 Kiss of Deaths. Huge shout out again to CheckCheck App for sponsoring this video. If you guys want a free legit check on the house, make sure you guys download the app. I'll leave it linked down below and use code SneakerTalk when you sign up. And feel free to comment what sneaker you might legit check first. And our number 1 sneaker of the year so far for the first half, you could say, or first third of the year, are the Adidas Campus 80 Towlees. Yes, the Towlee shoes. These just came out on 4/20. I gotta say, the storytelling on this shoe, the shoe itself is amazing. I love South Park. I grew up watching South Park, and everything about the shoe is so cool. It's such a collectible sneaker, and it has so much of the world talking about the shoe. Even people who don't care at all about sneakers are like talking about this shoe. The resale value is crazy too for Adidas Campus. It's like 3 times the retail value, which is something you never really see for an Adidas Campus 80, a model that doesn't doesn't really see a lot of hype either way, just as a regular kind of sneaker. It's one of Adidas's more like heritage OG sneakers. The details on the shoe are crazy. We have that stash pocket, which also includes some keychains of Taoli. You have some text on the inside of the tongue as well, and the eyes on the tongue. You guys know like the term wake and bake and stuff like that, like how your eyes get red when you get high. Well, the eyes on this particular shoe change color and change the way they look when they are hit with UV light or like sunlight. So you can bake your shoes and you're gonna have red eyes that look like your shoes are high. It's incredible. It's really, really cool. So a lot of skaters love these shoes. A lot of sneakerheads love these shoes. A lot of South Park fans love these shoes. And even on TikTok, these are shoes in an anime. I discovered on TikTok today. My girlfriend sent me this TikTok.
He's wearing Taoli shoes. He's wearing the Taoli shoes. Those are the Taoli shoes.
Comment down below if you made it to the end of the video what your 2 favorite sneakers of the year are so far. You don't have to own them. Just tell me what your 2 favorite sneakers of the year are, and I'll chop it up with you guys in the comments. Link down below to download CheckCheck app, so make sure you guys download it to legit check your sneakers, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.